Hi everyone, I hope you are healthy, staying blessed, connecting to yourself, spending time with yourself, and finding happiness within you. Today, what do you think I have for you? I have something very special, and today we'll explore more about subconscious mind. I have told you what is subconscious mind already. It's a part of your mind which has data that comes to you by your birth, and it goes on from birth to birth, and it tells you or focuses on the solution when you are in a problem, or it gives you all your talents and gifts which are natural to you. So that is the basic definition of a subconscious mind. Now, depth. Why is subconscious mind important? Why is it a gift? Why is it given to us? And how does it help you? Because it doesn't help me if you're using your subconscious mind, it helps you. I have my own subconscious mind, you have your own subconscious mind. So let's focus on subconscious mind today and put spotlight on it. Name. Subconscious mind, as the name suggests, it is a sub part of your conscious mind. So all your senses are connected to your subconscious mind. So whatever you talk, wherever you go, whatever situation you are in life, whatever you're eating, everything is being done by your five senses that you have, and these five senses are connected to your spinal cord, and that spinal cord sends the data to your conscious mind, and that data is picked up by your subconscious mind and it is stored within you. Powerful, right? This is how it works. But there is something more to it. You know what? The most important thing is this subconscious mind is connected to your soul. It's a soul affair. Very special. So the subconscious mind is connected to your soul, and that soul is actually connected to your universe, which you are already. So this soul is connected to the universe or God. So for example, I am thinking to buy a dress for a party or an occasion. I'll think, okay, this is the kind of dress I want. It's clear in my mind. That is picked up by my subconscious mind. That goes into your soul, and that soul starts to attract that kind of dress from the universe. So if I go to find the dress in the universe, basically that would be my shopping complex or internet, I have the exact picture of the dress that I want, and those kind of dresses will start to appear near me. And if I don't want a kind of dress or a design that I don't like, I would be very clearly knowing that I don't need this kind of dress, but I need a particular kind of dress with that picture that I'm looking for. So that snapshot of the dress that I have, it is sent to your soul by your subconscious mind. That snapshot is captured by the universe, and the universe tells you that you need to go to so and so website, or you need to go into this shop so that you can find that dress. And you know, there are incidences where you say, you know what, I was exactly looking for this and I got this. And you're surprised, like, how? That how is your subconscious mind. So it is very, very, very powerful. That is how your soul is connected to your subconscious mind, and that is how it guides you. So let's talk about connectivity to the universe. Your soul is an energy that you're born with. That soul is your natural essence. That soul helps you to learn very, very important lessons in your life that you have to learn in this birth. And those lessons will be very true, and when you learn those lessons, it will help you to cross different stages of your life, and the next stage will come to you. So for example, let's compare our life with a video game. I am playing Mario. Everybody knows Mario. Everybody's favorite in their childhood, right? I also played that. So I'm playing Mario, stage 1. I use my hands. I am seeing on the computer screen or my laptop screen, and my mind is sending signals to my fingers by my spinal cord, and my fingers are moving. When my fingers are moving, I am very active, and in that stage 1, I missed to cross certain hurdles in that stage. Game is over. I restart the game. Again, I make the same mistake. But at that time, I would know, okay, this is how I have to cross this stage. There would be a processing going on because you made a mistake, and that mistake would be captured by your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind will tell you, you know what, press this key a little faster, the forward button or the backward button, or jumping up button, or going down button. That is your down key. So until unless you get like perfect to control your key hand movements, you'll not cross those hurdles to jump or fall down, or to cross a barrier, or whatever, to collect the points, right? Once you learn that lesson, that is actually moving your fingers properly, you will cross that level. And then stage 2 comes. In that stage 2, you have new hurdles. And you follow the same process, you learn a new thing, and you cross the stage 3, you go to stage 3. So this is how you cross level by level in a video game. So that video game is actually being played on you in your real life. How? So let's take an example that everybody has gone through. Maybe like how to learn to speak very complex words. For example, you are an English teacher and you're teaching a student, and to teach a student you have to learn yourself, right? That is the role of the teacher. So, and I also have some tongue twisters in that. I also have some words that I have to make a small kid learn. I'll start with what? A very simple thing that would be writing and reading alphabets, because those are the basic things that you start to learn from to speak, right? So that child is taught to learn alphabet. As soon as that child learns to read and write that alphabet, I'll help the child to learn the phonetics of those alphabets. Once he picks up that phonetics, I will give the next level to the child. Next level would be how those alphabets connect together to form words. Next stage, how all the words connect together to form sentences, and that is when he will learn the grammar. So that is how you are actually learning in your life. Okay, now a big example so that you can understand like what you're actually supposed to learn in your life. Let me think, what example should I give? So for example, I went to somewhere and somebody said me something which I I am not in a habit to listen, and that goes into my heart and it starts to trigger me, like why this happened to me. So example is, I am sitting with my friends and my friend tells me, Niharika, you don't have a good sense of humor. I will think, do I really don't have good sense of humor, or they are making fun of me, or is that something I would have to learn? There are two things that I can do, and here your subconscious mind will tell you what to do. I can take that negatively, I can take that positively. I can accept it. Okay, I don't know. This is the truth of me, that I don't know what is humor. So, you know what I'll ask? Teach me. Tell me what is a good sense of humor, right? So that I can acquire that. And the second thing is, the subconscious mind will tell me, you know what? It is not about humor. It is about, can you accept that person? The learning lesson is, can I accept that thing that the person is trying to teach me? And that is what my subconscious mind will tell. So once I accept that person, or the thing that the person was telling me, it won't bother me. So your subconscious mind will help you learn to accept that thing, and it's your choice. You can work on it or you can not work on it. Your subconscious mind will also help you to learn about that humor, so that you can capture it and it is your strength. So whatever in your mind is telling you to accept or to not fight or to direct you in a certain situation, that is coming from your subconscious mind, and it is telling you to identify what is the right lesson you have to learn, and that learning will help you to grow. So I again go out with my friends. My friends again tell me, and something happens. Again the same, Niharika, you know what? You don't have a good sense of humor. I would say, okay, I don't have good sense of humor, but I have something more than you would have thought. And I start to, entertain them and sing a song. The other person might not know how to sing a song in a perfect rhythm, but I might know. That is how you overcome a certain stage in your life, because you accept, you identify, and you grow, and you don't let anything bother you. So that is what I learned from that thing. And then my friends would not actually tease me or say anything like that again to me. So this is how the life puts you in a certain situation, and that certain situation teaches you something. The key role of your subconscious mind is, your subconscious mind is actually attracting the right kind of situations that makes you learn things, and that attraction is done by your soul. So subconscious mind is connected to your soul. The soul is giving orders to the universe, and your universe is attracting the right kind of people, right kind of situations, right kind of gadgets, right kind of clothes, right kind of food, so that you can learn and you can stay happy and you can grow. So that is how you cross the levels in your life. Now, why I'm talking about crossing levels in your life? I'm talking about this because the dreams that you have in your life, or the goals that you have in your life, those are connected to your subconscious mind. And your dreams that you have, those are connected to your heart. So to explain this, I'll start. For example, I have a dream from my childhood that I want to become a dancer. Maybe because everybody has a different dream. And why everybody has a different dream? Because their soul has certain data that they're coming from, and that data is getting downloaded from that universe, and that is going into your heart, and your heart is connected to your soul. So basically your soul, your subconscious mind, and your heart, they're all connected. So coming back to my desire, being a dancer, that is my thought. My thought goes into my subconscious mind. My universe attracts the universe. It is sent to the universe. What my universe will do, you know what? My universe will start to find the right dancer or the right platform where I have to perform. Once I start to be good at dancing, or once I start to learn from the teacher that is sent to me, I would cross a certain level, right? And when I start to cross that certain level, my frequency will rise. And by frequency, what I mean, the frequency of my learning, my frequency of my confidence, the frequency of the way I dance and move my body. Everything that I would do will attract the right kind of platform, and that platform would come in terms of whether I'm dancing in front of my friends, whether I'm dancing in front of my camera, whether I'm dancing on a public platform, maybe roads. You don't know because people dance on road, right? That will boost my confidence. Once my confidence is boosted, I'll go to the next level. And the next level will also come from the universe. Because my subconscious mind has already taught me what I am supposed to learn to cross level 1. So that is how the energy is connected, and that is how your dreams manifest. So level 1, level 2, level 3, you'll reach to a stage where you cross a hurdle or obstacle and learn, and it will reach you, it will teach you and help you reach to your dreams. So I hope you have understood the importance of your subconscious mind. That subconscious mind is very important to help you manifest your dreams. Sometimes it happens to you like you are trying to find something and it's not coming to you at that moment, but somehow surprisingly it is coming to you from other person as a gift, or sometimes it is coming to you in a very surprising manner. How? You didn't tell anyone, right? How did it happen? It happened again by the subconscious mind. So don't tell yourself or anybody that you don't have anything special in you. Every human being has a power of a subconscious mind, and that makes you very, very, very special. It will give you the power to overcome your fears because it is helping you to teach. It is helping you to learn, and that is how you come out of your fears. So you have to overcome your fears, and those are your learnings. One by one, in your total life, complete life, you overcome your fears and you start to understand how much powerful you are. So next is, let's talk about what is the diet of your subconscious mind. It's thought. Your subconscious mind is basically connected to the universe, which I've already told you a few minutes ago. That universe is an energy, right? So your subconscious mind is eating the energy of the universe. Interesting, right? It's very interesting because you don't know about it. That is why I'm telling you. That subconscious mind is connected to your universe, and it is eating the universal energy. Every human is eating the universal energy. And you know, there's one thing more to it. When you sleep, your soul is getting recharged from that universal energy. It's being sent up to the spirit world, and that is what happens to you when you sleep. It collects the energy, and that energy goes into your subconscious mind, and that is how your body gets energized. And when you're not able to sleep properly, the next day goes bad, right? You're not able to concentrate or focus on things. Why? Because your subconscious mind was not actually energized properly, right? So that is what a sleep or a good sleep does to you. That is why it is said, sleep properly. And more magic I'll tell you is, what, for example, if you're very, very sad that day, or you are drained of all the energy, you go to sleep that day and you have a very good sleep. Next day you would be supercharged, or you would have all answers with you. How? You know why? Because your subconscious mind got recharged when you're sleeping. So a good sleep is powerful. It makes you a super human to find solutions. So that is the diet of your subconscious mind. And the third thing, or the last thing about today, is another secret. If you have a pure heart, that pure heart which is connected to your subconscious mind, which is connected to your soul, which is connected to your universe, it will give you purity in your life, and it will help you to manifest your dreams very, very quickly. That is why it is said, explore yourself, explore your true self. Your intentions matter. If you try to hurt somebody, or if you break somebody's heart, but your intention was not to break your heart, it would be a positive energy to you. It's okay. Sometimes you don't know what the other person needs, right? It's very difficult to understand the other person. And that is how you hurt the other person. Your intention is not to hurt the person, but the person gets hurt and you say you're sorry because you didn't understand what the person wants, right? It's okay. Keep your intention very, very, very pure. Don't hurt the person. Don't break people's heart. Make people smile. So if you keep your intentions very, very pure, your thoughts would be very, very pure. Whatever you're feeding to your subconscious mind is pure. Your heart is pure. Only pure energy would be around you. And that energy will help you to learn and grow so fast that you will say, it's a miracle to me. I don't know how it has happened, how it is happening. Because that pure energy will give you pure and true experiences that you have never thought. And to experience that, you have to apply. You have to apply something that you have never applied before, because you have to do something, or you have to cross something, something that you have never done before, or you have never reached before. So if you want to reach to a place that is unexplored by everybody, you need courage, you need faith, you need trust. And those are pure thoughts. Those pure thoughts, your honesty, it will give you so much power that your soul will become powerful, and you will be pure in your mind, and your mind will just attract those things which will help you grow and manifest your dreams. So if you want to manifest your dreams, or if you want to move from unconscious manifestations to conscious manifestations, you have to keep your heart pure. And that is how your subconscious mind is powerful. So today we have learned a very important thing, and some people might not know how this happens. So guys, energy is important. You are a soul sent on earth with a script that you are following in the life, where you have certain roles that you are given. Like somebody becomes doctor, somebody becomes a dancer, somebody flies an aeroplane, they are a pilot, somebody teaches, somebody is an all-rounder. So everything is coming from your soul. Your soul is connected to God, and the script, daily script is given to you. You are just following that. Every thought that you're following, that is converting to an action, and that action is causing you to move forward in your life. So everything is connected. Yes, you are an energy. It might take like time to understand like how you are an energy and how you are connected to the universe, but the truth is you are connected to the universe, and you're not sent on earth like that. You don't have dreams like that. There is a reason why you have dreams like that, and there is a reason how you're able to reach to that unexplored thing or the unexplored dream. People have done things which are impossible. How is that impossible made possible? Very simple. Start to have a pure heart. Pure energy matters. It really, really matters. Your honesty with yourself, your truthfulness, your faith, your trust. It's a different kind of world where you will start to believe on yourself, because believing is everything. What does believing mean? Believing means there is something you have never seen, but you believe in that. All your unseen forces, which you cannot see by naked eye, for which you need instruments like telescope because you need to see something very far, or you need instruments like microscope because you have to enlarge something which is very little or tiny, like microorganisms. You need some tools, right? So to reach to those things, the tools are already existing with you. You have to explore the depths that you have. You have to explore the unique talents that you have, and that will make you very, very powerful. And once you're pure, you will not compete with anything. Other thing is, you will not compete with anything, or not even with yourself. You will just know, what, I'm learning something, and that will lead me to unexplored things that I want to always reach to. So if you have very, very strong belief on yourself, that will take you to things you have never even thought. And one thing more that I want you to tell is, your heart has a voice, and that voice is your soul. So wherever you are going wrong, that internal voice will tell you, what, you have to do this in this way. So you have to listen to that voice. The other person might have another type of internal voice, because internal voice is connected to your soul, but not everybody is learning the same thing that you're learning. A very simple example is, I go out to shop groceries. First step I put out of my door, the first thought would be, Niharika, did you take your keys? Niharika, did you take umbrella if I think it is gonna rain? Those are the thoughts that are coming from your subconscious mind. Those are the thoughts that's coming from your heart, and that's the internal voice. So your subconscious mind is connected to your soul is speaking to you. It will always give you the right thing, and it will test you. It will test you in a certain situation that you'll come across, maybe something in adversity which you have never felt before. Maybe you go in pain, maybe you are hurt. In that pain or in that hurt, you start to listen to yourself. Because if I go to everybody and talk about, this is what is happening to me, everybody will give me information from their own life experiences. But your life is unique. And if you want to really know you are unique, your life is unique, you have to listen to that internal voice. That internal voice will give you the power and the messages, and it will help you to cross out on that pain. It will help you to transition from that pain and help you to understand that pain is a gift. It is a good thing that has happened to you, because you have to understand how powerful you are. It will give you the remedies. that you have not thought. Your internal power, internal voice will give everything that you need in this life. So it's very important to listen to that internal voice, because those subtle messages that are coming to me from the universe, it's the internal voice that is helping you to find solutions. I know it's very complex. I know you might have not realized about this, that this is how you are powerful, or this is how you cross across certain hurdles in your life. But you have a gift. You are a very complex organism, but you have things to make things simpler. And the best and the precious gift that you have is your internal voice, your soul, your subconscious mind, your heart. So let's end this session today. I hope you have got a very valuable information today, and I hope I'm helping you, because it's not hope today. I am sure I'm helping you, because this is what my subconscious mind knows, and I want to share this with all of you so that you can try to understand, like, why do you have an internal voice? What is your heart doing to you? Is it only beating, or it is more than that to you? What is a pure heart? What is courage? What is faith? Why you are a teacher? Why you are working in so and so company? So there is more to explore in your life, and I hope you also know now, like, why you have dreams, and who is guiding you, who is telling you what is right, what is wrong, who is telling you what to eat. A very simple example. For example, I go out to eat a pizza and I don't like the pizza. Something is telling me, Niharika, you know what, this pizza is not good for you, order another pizza. That is my internal voice, and this is being experienced by everybody. Everybody knows that. So explore that internal voice. Until and unless you trust that internal voice and yourself, you won't move forward in your life. And same things will start to repeat to you again and again. They will repeat until unless you learn that important lesson. So you can become graduates every day, every hour. Just start to hear what I want in life. That internal voice will tell you. That internal voice will also tell you what is the difference between a desire and a need. Your needs are very simple. You need a house, you need food to eat every day. You need water to drink. You need clothes to wear. These are the only simple things. These are needs. So, to become wise, I would say you don't have to become wise. You are already wise. Just start to listen to your internal voice. And I am sure, like, how it is helping me, it is also helping you, because you are connected to yourself. You just need to remove distractions from your life, and that internal voice will also help you to remove distractions from your life. It will remove things, and it will be very magical, because it's connected to the universe, right? And the universe attracts everything to you for your own benefit. So guys, you're very lucky to have that internal voice. Don't let it discard good things. Catch that, and you'll be very happy in your life. I promise you, you'll be very, very, very happy in your life, very successful in your life, and you will get the perfect thing that you want in your life. You can't get me wrong, you can't go wrong if you listen to that internal voice. Just listen. There is a beautiful music that is going around you, which is inside you. Listen to that music. So for today, let's end here. I love you all. You are really, really beautiful. Keep smiling. Make other people smile. cherish the gifts that you have. A human being is very, very powerful, and go into the depths to explore the unexplored, because you have not explored the complete earth, and earth is you, so you have many unexplored things, and that will give you happiness. So I love you all. Take care. Keep smiling. Bye.